Hi everyone, me again, back with the second video. This journal is a Fatty McFatstein. I spent a whole day, like from the time I got up, I haven't even come my thing, from the time I got up till 10:30, 11 o'clock at night doing this journal, so like a whole day. But I super duper love it. Didn't want to sell it, but yeah, she's sold already. I can make me another one, and I probably will because I super love this. I really, really love this tissue paper I used. This is tissue paper I used on the outside of this. I did some little script stamp, but you can't see it real well on here. But yeah, it's another clasp envelope, and I used some tissue paper that my cousin Trina got me. And I used tissue paper on the outside and on the inside, two different kinds. And this image, I believe, is TsunamiRose. This is going to be my TsunamiRose DT project video for January, because I pretty much used almost all TsunamiRose in this. I used her big elements. I used just almost all TsunamiRose. Stretchy lace for the closure. I call this one black lace lady. And a lot of layering. I can't remember what you call these little things. I don't remember what you call those things, but I did a chipboard heart and Tim Holtz little flower, a metal filigree flower, sewed around the image, lots of layering and cheesecloth and muslin and lace underneath her. Some diamond things I got from Tim Holtz. There's two different laces, trims here. This little pretty gorgeous button I got gifted to me. Can't remember who, I'm sorry. I want to say Wendy, but I'm not sure. But whoever did, thank you so much, because I super love these, and I wish I knew where you got them because I would get some more. And I did the rosettes on the spine with the pearls in the middle. And I used that matte, Distress Matte Medium again on the outside of this one. That's why it's got a little tiny bit of shinier stuff on it, but it feels so amazing. Not sticky, nothing. Eyelet closures, super duper. All of this lace I cut off of like table runners. Only one of them is from the dollar store, but most of them I cut off of secondhand table runners that was gifted to me by Vonnie. I love this journal. Don't know what it's about it, but super love it. Used a button for the closure. All you gotta do is push down, of course, or this lace stretches so much, and so she can undo the bow. I left it really super long so she can undo the bow to put it back on if she gets it even bigger. Yeah. Anyways, inside, and this one lays, it's not stiff at all because it's like really bendy because I only use tissue paper, not cardstock. So it just lays, it's just really bendy. I love it. On the inside, I just put this here to cover up where I tied the little button on there. I use that wax kind of tough, strong thread stuff. And I tucked in some TsunamiRose's big elements. I used those through here. And this was one of her big elements. I just cut it down. Oh, and this is the other tissue paper I used. And I used, the inks I used on here are Vintage Photo and Rusty Hinge. And I used that same distressed stuff on this as well. And then this little garment tag or repair tag or whatever that is. Let's see, the little Tim Holtz clip that holds, I just did a bunch of layering here. Did some more little cloth fabric, little butterflies. Just see how I did all that. Little layering, I love it. And this pulls all the way out. This is a whole piece of paper except for like one section I had to cut off because I didn't want it to be that big, but you can write all over it. And it just goes right back down there. And I'm going to try to do this paper clip with no fingernails. Oh my gosh, I did it. I just did that to hold it down. This is TsunamiRose's Jane Austen kit. I used that kit and oh my gosh, I don't even remember, but I used all TsunamiRose through here. Like I said, just a random bunch of trims, cotton trims and stuff I put in here. This piece of paper, though, is Artsy Maze. This one right here. And it's a flip up. And I just did some butterflies. And this butterfly, I glued some lace to cardstock and punched it out. And I did a little bunch of stuff in there. And I just folded this paper differently. This is what I did. I think Patricia does this too, but I'm pretty sure. But I couldn't remember. I just kind of was... This is a piece of the paper. And I was folding it to do a little Rita Donnelly flip, and I didn't want to cut that off. So when I actually folded it, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to leave that on there. And then you can have this tuck and back here as well. And then you have this. I'm pretty sure Patricia does this with her book pages. And then here's another one of my tags that I cut out. And somebody does this. These are not my tags. They're somebody else's tags, but I tried to do the same thing. I will find out, because I had a tag like this. Michelle gifted me one of those tags, and I scanned it to cut it, even though I didn't do it right the first time, because I'm weird that way. I have to figure it out. But I'll also link where you can get some of these on Etsy below. I'll have to do a lot of linking. Just extra paper, and I just tucked that in there. Just an extra index card piece of one. Tuck that in, and this is just a Jane Austen image, and I just sewed some muslin on the top of it. TsunamiRose. I will link her below, like I say. And I just did a little belly band here and just did a bunch of layering on the top and some stamping. It's out of a book page. And this is TsunamiRose. It was too big, so I cut it into 2 tags. One of her envelopes with her journaling card. I thought that would match with the pink flower. And just a guest check, and I just sewed some stuff and glued some stuff on, decorative little stuff on there. Oh my gosh, can't wait for tomorrow to get my nails done, because this is just, I feel like I have stubs and I can't do a thing, I tell you. It's crazy. Doilies. TsunamiRose, this is from her prayer kit. Just did a book page banner. Did some layering. I don't know if you can see. Did some layering with the little bits that I cut off of stuff. Index card. And this is a piece of extra paper, so I made some journaling card out of it. I don't like throwing anything away, I swear. I have like a whole pile over here of just little tiny pieces of things that I just use for layering. And that's what this whole thing is right here. Just little things. Oops, I got some glue on there. Get that off. Everything's coffee dyed. Oh, by the way, it's just one huge fat 20-page signature. not including like bags and doilies and stuff. And then I did a little glassine bag with the tabs, and just so it flips open so you can still have the whole page to journal on. And this is TsunamiRose. So is this. I just added it to the bag and made another little tuck spot. Embossed the bag. This tag is Dreams, etc. And that was another piece I was going to throw away and thought, no way, Jose, I'm using that. An index card with a little altered paper clip. I think Crafty Irina started that. Sorry. I'll turn that off. And this is from Cheryl. I just fussy cut it out. It's one of her journaling cards. This is TsunamiRose. Oopsie. I just did a little pocket right here. Did some paper flowers. And did some layering, some stamping. And it's a book page pocket with a large index card. And a repair tag. And TsunamiRose. And I did a little bit of rub-ons. Some stenciling on this little bag. With this tag. And this one is Dreams, etc. little envelope. Oopsie. Oh, you'll see a lot of that. I laugh at myself all the time because I drop stuff all the time. Sprayed my pages. A little Rita flip. And Cheryl's little sentiment, I guess you would call that. And TsunamiRose. I did some cardboard lines on the back. This is the other part that I had chopped off from the other one, her big elements. Some stamping. This is a little flip up. And an index card. I just put some lace on. Some extra paper that I did not want to get rid of because I think it's gorgeous. I love this. I love her kits. They're so colorful and I just love them so much. I'm a TsunamiRose fan for sure. Did a little collaging with the napkin and some stamping. Some stenciling on the bag. And I just put this little TsunamiRose tag in there. Oh my goodness, I'm only going to try that once. I just did some tickets. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Fumble, fumble, wumble. Some more extra paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Every time she puts something out there, I just have to snag it up right away. Okay, sorry. Another little one of those little people. Little boy that I love so much. I just love this. I just did a little Yvonne ticket butterfly. I love the way she does that. Hers always look a little... I don't know how she does hers that looks so much cuter than mine. But I punched those butterflies out of... I just glued two book pages together and punched a bunch of them out. And yeah, like this. Don't look at my hands. They have a bunch of ink on them. And I also, like I said earlier on the other video, glued some fabric to some cardstock and punched those ones out. And I also did some lace, glued some lace and cut out my own little hearts. TsunamiRose flowers, back to the book. An index card. Just a ticket or a tag I made, and our little girls. A lot of lace and prettiness, but it's still really fat and very writable in this book. And some extra index. I just did a little belly band out of some tickets and sewed down it. And I backed it with muslin, some fabric, or some lace, and this flower I cut out of one of her little library cards, and I just sewed right down it. And some stamping. And the middle, again, I just clipped it together so you can write on all of the paper. And in the pockets, I put a bunch of stuff. There's the other half of that big element. And then this journaling card from TsunamiRose. And this is TsunamiRose as well. I just did some stamping on the back. And then this little tag, where did my, oh my word, here it is. This goes in there, like that. Just the tag I made, I was playing around. And I just put that in there and clipped it back together. And she can glue it down if she wants. She can do whatever she wants to it after she gets it. If she wants it to be glued down, she can glue it down. I just like it because you could still write up in there. Some more stamping. Get in frame, woman. Some more trim that I will cut off that I love. I love this one. It's the last of it too. It's so pretty. It's the last of a lot of things in this book that I love. This was part of the glassine bag that I cut off, and I just used it as a little tuck spot instead of throwing it away. TsunamiRose's envelope. Love this one. I just think it's such bright, lovely, awesome colors. A tag I made with some stenciling on it. And I just added some trims and stuff to this one. Miss Vonnie gave me those old vintage buttons, and I super love them. She knows I love buttons, and look at these buttons. Aren't they amazing? And she gifted me this whole bag right here. This is like, I'm in love with this. Love those. And on to the book again. As I said, it's pretty flat, and you can write really well on this, because I tried to keep things flat so, you know, it's not bumpy to write on. And this is just a little tuck spot. I was actually going to have this a belly band, but I didn't really like the things wouldn't stay in, so I just said no. So I just added this bottom part to it, and this tag. And now I love it. So, yeah. Fix that problem. And over here, another one of these children that I love. Another index card. And this isn't just a blank index card that I just put this little Tim Holtz paper clip and TsunamiRose flowers with 2 little tickets. And this is one of TsunamiRose's little library cards. I just stuck that on the back. And then this is just some extra paper. Whoopsie. And I'm afraid that I'm going to rip that off eventually. And glassine bag. This is TsunamiRose Big Elements. I just shrunk them down and made journaling cards out of them. Booklets. TsunamiRose. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, the colors on these are out of this world. Ah, extra ephemera. Just kidding. Can't have that in there. Okay. Pretty. I just love it so much. I just love colorful flowers. And up here, I just did a this is just a blank index card, and I sewed this book page on it and just layered a button and a card chipboard heart with some lace under it. And then this is just a piece of a index card that I had. I put that in there. TsunamiRose's envelopes. Get off there. And this index card, this actually should be in the front of the book. I don't know why I put it in the back of the book, but I did. And some more writing space. Another book page tuck spot that I just layered some on. And this is TsunamiRose. Just cement the paper I'm trying to use up, which I thought was gorge and went with it, so put that in there, and some washi tape. This page right here ripped just a tiny bit, so that's why I put the washi tape on there to hold it so it wouldn't rip. I got a little crazy flipping the page apparently. And this, I just put the doily, the little fabric chipboard butterfly, and this flips up so you can write all over everything. I just thought that was beautiful. Another bag full of stuff. I just did some stenciling and some lace on it. TsunamiRose. So bright and colorful. Oh my gosh. That's what I like about it. I just really do like it. Another little tag that I call a bottom tag with a piece of stuff I was going to throw out. That was just cut off of, like, I cut the lace part off and I was going to throw that away, and I'm like, no, I'm using it because it's cute. And this is just some little lace on a, uh-oh, I just pulled it off. Oh, that's what I did. I had it tucked in there like that. On a little spool tag. And yes, I'm rambling, sorry. And here we go, another one of those little flips that I'm pretty sure came from Patricia. But I did it by an accident, but now that I did it, I think it came from Patricia. This is TsunamiRose. Everything's TsunamiRose. This one. This one's Cheryl's. I just fussy cut her out. I was going to use her on a belly band, but I decided not to, and I thought it was super gorgeous. So I stuck her in there. And this one is a flip. I don't know why I put this on there, but I did. And so it's going to go back on there. Like that. Another Cheryl. Fussy cut it out and did some layering. This one I think I got off the internet, but it's a rose, so it reminded me of TsunamiRose, Miss Daisy. So I printed it out and stuck it in my journal. And TsunamiRose tag. Oh my goodness. And that was just a piece I had ripped off of this fabric right here. A different piece because I coffee dyed it. And I just stapled it on there. And this is some seam binding, but it does not wrinkle, crinkle, or anything. It's like some really old stuff I got from a friend of mine. I thought, oh, I'll get it wet and crinkle it up, but it don't. So I just sewed it and made it look crinkly. And made a tag topper out of it. That's what I did with that. And some more beautiful roses. Another gorgeous little child. Another seam binding bag that I just did some stenciling and some layering on. And this little jar, of course, TsunamiRose. And just holding this image I got off of Pinterest. And I just think she's so stinking cute. I'm going to use her on a book someday too. And that really holds it down. And this little bling, I don't know why it's there, but it just appeared there, so I left it. It's pretty cute. I swear, if you could see my room, I have things that are stuck everywhere that just end up there somehow. I do not know how. But this is TsunamiRose. This I made, and this is one of her little library cards. I just fussy cut and put these little tickets behind it. Dressed up my little tag a little bit. So pretty, I love it. Some decoupage doilies. And another Patricia pocket going on over here. I just made one of her little pockets and did some stamping on it. Some TsunamiRose, and this is just a Tim Holtz stamp. And I love that saying, so I used that on there, and I sewed around this whole pocket, but I left this part open. And that's a Tim Holtz stamp. And a recipe card. And TsunamiRose. And I don't want to say Artie Mays, but I will link this below. They're new to me, so I can't remember, but I will remember eventually. I love those spool tags. And this little tag I made myself. And I just put that in there. Some Tim Holtz rub-on. And an index card that I just sewed around that part of it. Glued him on there, and this is TsunamiRose's little library card. And this is some extra paper. This is Artsy Maze. Love that image. Another one of these tags. I know this is taking a long video. I'm sorry. I tried. So I just think this book is so amazing. And this is Time something. I bought this. What is this? Oh my goodness. I have to sit down. I'm about to fall down. Oh, I cut the name off. I'm sorry, but it came off of this sheet. I just bought this single piece of paper and cardstock, I should say, and I cut it out of that. Backed it with cheesecloth and some muslin. And I put this is an actual little lunch bag back there. And index card and TsunamiRose in the bottom of a repair tag. And inside I just put a yes check. And behind it is This Book Belongs To, which was gifted to me by Crafty Irina, and I love it. Thank you so much. Those are my two favorite tags, or stamps, and there is the TsunamiRose. I've been looking for those stamps for I do not know how long. It's in my favorites. Thank you so much. And that is that humongo girly. And she's already sold and will be going in the mail tomorrow. And I am going to make one kind of like that because I really like that tissue paper, but it's going to, of course, be totally different because I never make two of a kind ever. But yeah, that one is her, my Miss Black Lace girl. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm rambling, sorry. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble. And I will see you soon after I make another journal. I have a few other orders I have to make as well. So after this next one, I have to get on those ones. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.